Welcome to the show, everybody. Joseph Robert, the fantasy football counselor. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Excited to share with you guys the last minute news and notes, getting you guys prepared for your week 6 fantasy football lineups. Now, before I get into this, guys, couple announcements here. I've teamed up with Draft Dashboard. There is a link below, or head on over to FFC Draft. I really like this tool. I'll tell you why. It helps me with starts and sits. It helps with DFS, and it's very, very easy to use. So head on over to ffcdraft.com. Your first month is only $1. This is an amazing tool. You can filter by optimal position, guys. I'm telling you guys, optimal player at each position. It's very, very easy to follow. Check it out, Draft Dashboard, but the website is ffcdraft.com. I've also linked it below here on YouTube. It's really, really going to help you with your starts and sits. And now we're getting into week 6. Things are getting really crucial, so you want to make sure you start that optimal player in your lineups, okay? So that's very, very important. Starts and sits is very huge. Now, this year alone, I've lost a couple weeks because I started the wrong guy. Last week, I lost a league because I had benched Chase Claypool. Mind you, that was a breakout game for him, but I really, really hate leaving points on the board. So ffcdraft.com. Check it out right now. All right, also, let's get to these news and notes. But before that, make sure you guys smash thumbs up and join us as well on Flick Chat. We chat during games, so make sure you guys don't miss out. There is a link below. It's free to download the app. Check it out below, Flick Chat. We're going to be chatting during the games today. Beyond excited, guys. Week 6 is here. All right, so let's talk about this here. Last minute news and notes. Melvin Gordon, okay? And smash thumbs up, guys. Smash that thumbs up. Helps the channel, and leave some questions below. I'll get to as many as I can. Melvin Gordon apparently had strep throat. Now, I talked about this in the last show with Tim. I think it's ridiculous, man. The guy is a professional athlete. He's the starter on the Denver Broncos. He's out drinking, gets a DUI, and he gets caught speeding, DUI. Now, from what I'm hearing in the news, there may be some repercussions for that. Apparently, he won't be playing this particular game. So look for Philip Lindsay to have a good game. He has been declared out for week 6. Apparently, it's strep throat. So, I mean, how do you get strep throat, right? You got to go out. You got to go meet people. You got to contact the virus, right? So he gets strep throat. He's been drinking. He's been getting DUIs. I don't understand it. You're a professional athlete. Your team needs you. You're in the season. Why are you doing stupid crap like that? So I personally don't understand it, but Melvin Gordon's out. You know, that's going to definitely inflate the value of Philip Lindsay going into this week. Now, am I excited about Philip Lindsay? Not crazy about him, but at the end of the day, man, he is going to get a bulk of the volume. I'm expecting Royce Freeman to get some work there as well, okay? I've also got all the optimal matchups at each position pulled up here as well on FFC Draft to help you guys, okay? As I'm going through this, okay? All right, so let's keep going here with some latest news and notes here. James Robinson has a good matchup today. Make sure you consider starting him facing the Detroit Lions. The Lions are allowing the NFL high 170.3 rushing yards per game. So James Robinson has a really, really, really good matchup. The best matchup versus position against Detroit's rush defense. So I would consider drafting him in DFS. Now, he is $6,800 on DraftKings. Go back. I did an episode on DFS yesterday if you guys want some help with DFS, okay? So James Robinson, a guy you may want to consider because he's an optimal matchup. Now, Andy Dalton gets a start. So now a lot of people ask you, Andy Dalton, what do I do with him? Do I start him? Listen, at the end of the day, if you don't have a better option, what are you going to do? I mean, are you just not going to start a quarterback? A lot of people had Dak Prescott. They invested a 6th-round draft pick on Dak Prescott. What are you going to do? You have to start Andy Dalton, right? So he is a consideration to start. He's got the 11th hardest matchup versus position. He's playing Arizona. Again, is he going to do well? He's got the weapons, so that's something to look at. But again, I'm not too excited. This is why I always tell you, get a backup quarterback always, because again, people hoard those quarterbacks in your league. You're going to end up with nobody, right? So something else to be aware of, okay? Also, Drew Lock is expected to start this week against the Patriots in week 6. He was banged up with the shoulder. He's good to go. So that's really, really reassuring to hear that Drew Lock is back. His weapons aren't all going to be there. Obviously, we lost Sutton at the beginning of the season. They've got Hamler. They've got Patrick, which has been pretty good. He's been pretty good. So you may want to consider him. Now, we do want to note Noah Fant, let me just double check this, is out this week. So he has an ankle. He was downgraded Saturday. on the 17th, which was yesterday, out versus the Patriots. So Noah Fant will not be there. So make sure you take him out of your lineup, okay? Let's see here. Calvin Ridley, apparently some news here, leads the NFL with 4 100 yards receiving games. So make sure you fire him up. Now, from what I understand, I believe Julio Jones is playing. Do you start Julio Jones? Here's the deal. He's hard to trust. I mean, he's been banged up with that hamstring. We saw him come out that 1 week he played before he went out. And again, the problem with him was he was coming out and he was becoming a decoy, right? So it's very, very hard to trust. That's the problem. So again, he could come out as a decoy, could be limited in reps. If you have a better option, start him. But watch, this is one of those weeks where he comes out, tears it up, and he has this breakout game, and Julio Jones is back, right? Like, you never know, because the Atlanta Falcons are desperate for a win. They've been looking really, really bad. So, man, I don't know. Again, I'd be cautious with them based on what we have seen, okay? A couple other things. Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, they're both a little bit banged up, but apparently they are playing both this week. Mecole Hardman's ankle was bothering him. Tyreek's heel was bothering him, but they should be playing. Josh Allen should be playing. He participated in practice fully Saturday. His shoulder was bothering him. He does not carry an injury designation this week versus the Chiefs, and I think that's going to be a good matchup. I do think the Chiefs take it. Zach Moss, a lot of people asking about him. Practice fully Saturday, does not carry injury designation, so he should be good to go. Zach Moss for the Buffalo Bills, guys, also should be good to go. Brashard Perriman is expected to play for the Jets. They definitely need some help at wide receiver. He is expected to play. So is Jarvis Landry, who was dealing with some rib and hip injuries. He is good to go. That's going to be a good matchup. Browns and Steelers, looking forward to that. Both 4-1 teams. I cannot wait to watch that one. I really am looking forward to that one for sure. Also, again, we talked about Phillip Lindsay getting that full load this week. Make sure you watch him. I think he's going to get some work. Jimmy Garoppolo, fully practiced. He should be good to go as well, okay? Anything else here I want to cover? Oh, Leonard Fournette also. Leonard Fournette is expected to play. Just found out now this morning. Leonard Fournette also expected to play. It might dip into Ronald Jones's volume. His ankle was bothering him. He should be good to go as well. From my understanding, Mike Evans as well was limited in practice, but good to go. And I believe Godwin is good to go as well. Make sure you guys check in your apps, guys. It should tell you whatever app you're using, whether they're out or injured. Make sure you guys start the right person. It is week 6. You want to make sure that you have that competitive edge and do not lose, okay? You want to make sure that you're in it. You want to win it, and that's the bottom line, okay? Now, again, going into this week, okay, a couple last-minute news and notes and tips here I want to give you guys. Again, make sure you start the right person. That is crucial. Like I said, I've lost weeks in my leagues because I started the wrong person. Again, make sure you do that. A lot of people asking about Chase Claypool. Now, a lot of people send me your lineups on Flick Chat. Listen, I see Claypool out of your lineups. This guy, Deontay Johnson's out from what I'm hearing. That's another news and notes here. You got to understand, guys, if Deontay Johnson is out, Claypool could come in. Now, they upgraded. I think they brought Deion Kane in, okay? You want to start Chase Claypool if you can. So again, I'm seeing him on a lot of people's benches. He is one of those guys which I don't think is a one-hit week wonder. I think he's actually going to do really well. So Chase Claypool is a guy that I will be starting this week in all my lineups. Another guy, like I said, Madison. Madison's a guy you got to start. Now, Dalvin Cook owners, you're like, oh, it's only 1 week. We're on a vacation. You guys are all calm, okay? But I made sure to stash Madison from all those Dalvin Cook owners. So the Dalvin Cook owners are going to go week 6 without their first round pick. And I said, stay away from Dalvin Cook. And if you look at that injury, Dalvin Cook caught the ball in the backfield, moved to the right, was just running, and he pulled something. Nobody touched him. So can you imagine when he gets back? He's going to have a bye week. He's going to have a couple weeks off. So he should be rested, should be good to go. But when he comes back, I mean, do you really trust a guy that gets hurt without being touched? Let's ask ourselves that question. So this is a good week for Madison to prove that he can handle the load, because I really think they overpaid. They did not need to pay Dalvin Cook at all. He's one of those guys that you do not need to pay. And then also you're going to be watching Le'Veon Bell with the Chiefs this week. Is he going to get some work? What do you do with Clyde Edwards-Helaire? Listen, I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is still the one there, but I think Le'Veon Bell will get the goal line work. it is a bit of a pain in the ass to have Le'Veon Bell if you're a Clyde Edwards-Helaire owner. Now, I warned you, this is why you go robust RB. There's no excuse for it. I said that I do not trust the Kansas City Chiefs in regards to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You cannot trust this team. They are annoying for fantasy football. They are pests. You need to stay away from the situation if you can, or if you do get Clyde Edwards-Helaire, make sure you guys go robust RB. Now, again, I was recommending him, but what I was saying is that he can't be trusted. So that I did go in there with a warning. I personally avoided Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I said, hey, how can you avoid the upside of Helaire in an awesome situation with no other running back there? And as soon as Damian Williams was out, I was like, hey, man, you got to go Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So, again, listen to what I'm telling you. You got to be careful with teams that send trends that are signals or red flags that they could screw you in fantasy, and the Chiefs were that team. Okay? So, again, good luck to you guys if you are a Clyde Edwards-Helaire owner. As of right now, I would probably keep him. I'd feel out the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, he remains the starter. Le'Veon Bell, in my opinion, is overrated. He's past his prime, and I think he's too slow for that offense. That's my opinion on Le'Veon Bell. I personally do not trust Le'Veon Bell. I don't trust the Chiefs. And again, even at wide receiver, you can see, is it going to go to Robinson? Is it going to go to Pringle? Is it going to go to Tyreek Hill? Is it going to go to Hardman? You don't know who it's going to go to. Is it going to go to Kelsey? It's too many question marks to that offense aside from Pat Mahomes, okay? So again, that's the bottom line. And I said this to you guys. Make sure you are careful because, again, they need to protect their big investment, Pat Mahomes. That's why they brought in Le'Veon Bell. So again, Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a disaster going into the season, but you had to have seen the red flags going in. So this is not a surprise, okay? All right, good luck for Week 6. Those are your news and notes. Again, I'm impressed also with Mike Davis and Madison for stepping up and putting up similar numbers to the guys ahead of them, showing that CMC and Cook are products of the offense. So again, start the smart guys. Start the guys that you know are going to do well and are going to be set for volume for this week. You cannot mess this week up. It's a must-win for all you guys. Thanks for being here, guys. Week 6 is upon us. And join us for a virtual tailgate at FTFN on YouTube at 11 a.m., guys. I'll see you then. I'm out.